Hey everybody, why don't you go take your potty break, grab yourself a drink. I'm going to put on a quick little 3-minute video while everyone gathers in the room, and we'll see you then. Stick around, lots of fun things to happen. Hey everybody, let's see if I can get this music turned down. Let's shut that off. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. I see we've got a few in here tonight, and I would like to welcome you. Okay, my hair is not being funkadelic, I don't think. Maybe it is. There we go. I'm sitting in a different location today. I am in my lazy boy chair, and I just thought, you know what? Let's all just get comfortable here and set and visit. Let's see if I can change things up a little bit and just have a Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening chit chat. I would first like to go ahead and say, let's all give our well wishes to my guest for today. She's not going to be able to attend. Michelle from Big Valley Living ended up waking up not well today. So she was unable to join us, but she still was able to get her video out today. And we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But I wanted to go ahead and tell you all to send her your love and well wishes so that she can get to feeling a little better soon. She was very disappointed to not get to come, but there's a surprise later that she has done. So stick around and make sure that you catch what's going to go on there. Hey, Sherry, so good to see you. Yes, thank you, everybody. Please, let's see if I can go ahead and take that banner off. I like to just I've gone to where I've start these things with a little intro to kind of give everybody a minute to okay, well, I just did that. I pushed the wrong button. Oh, hey, JJ. Thanks for being here. Yes, I'm so sad that Michelle wasn't feeling well. It just made me so sad. Okay, so it's not all completely funky here. It's this screen I've got going on, and it's trying to make my chair. It looks crazy. Hey, Killer Smurf. Good to see you here. Homestead on the Hill. Grammy's Kitchen. Jackie Dotson. So glad you are all here, and thank you, JJ, for popping into. Maybe you can enlighten us on anything that I might possibly miss. Let me try one more time to see. Oh, banners. See if I can get that ticker off the bottom. That could get a little bit annoying after a while, if you ask me. Hey, Cindy, welcome in. Welcome in. YouTube police, sup? Good to see you. So, I don't see all the stats, but the more that you give that thumbs up and the more you share it out, the more people we get in here that'll start asking us more questions. But what we're talking about this week is, and all month long actually, is Freeze Drive February. And if you saw the intro that I put in here, it showed all about who's going to be a part of the collaboration, what different people are putting out videos, and it's just an exciting time. There's going to be tons of giveaways. I think it's going to work out that we're going to have giveaways every week at our live, in addition to all the fantastic giveaways that we're going to do, including a freeze dryer. Yeah, that's right. We get to give away a freeze dryer. Unreal. It's just incredible. This year, things are just a little bit different. And so I just wanted to make sure I could do these lives so that you guys could have your Q&As with me and ask me about things. You might be a bit overdressed. I'll change my clothes. Go do that. And everybody, if you haven't grabbed yourself a snack or anything, go ahead and grab that, because we're going to dive in here in a little bit. If I can get my screens to all work properly. Like I said, I'm kind of at it. Let me readjust myself. I'm going to get in my chair just a little different here, and just not in my normal. I just, the farmer's gone today, and I was going to do some canning, and I got some freeze drying started, and I did some editing, and it's just kind of been a all over the place kind of day. Hey, Belt Loop, welcome in. I appreciate you hitting that. Okay, so let me go ahead and let's start off and see if I can share a screen with you. Share screen. Oh, evidently it's been a hot minute. Oh, you're also YouTube police. Okay, that makes a little more sense, because I'm like, what now? What? Okay. Let's see if this is the one. It is. There. Now I can see it too. So, Freeze Dry February. It's an amazing collaboration. I came up with this 3 years ago. I've had my freeze dryer for about 3.5 years now. I have a medium harvest right freeze dryer. It's the 4-shelf one, and I absolutely love it. And every time I use it, I learn something different. It is so fun. And I wanted to be able to share that out on YouTube and other social media with all my friends and anyone else interested. And so this year, the thing about the giveaway is it's always kind of been just a YouTube only thing. But because I have this special link that we get to share, all socials are going to get more involved. That and your privacy. You guys, it's really important. There's so many nasty scammers out there, and Harvest Right has just gotten to where they've got it nailed down on how they could do giveaways without all that spamming and all that, just all the crazies that are out there. So those of you, I actually am sharing this out right now. This should be live from both Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. And that's where I have the connections at today. So if you're watching from any one of those and you're making comments, I should be able to see the comments. Actually, no, I don't have it set up. I have to have my other device open actually to see all the comments, if I remember right now. But I may only see from YouTube. I know that you can definitely only you can only see each other's comments if you're on YouTube. I can tell you that for sure. Jesse over at Lazy Days Ahead, he is on it with all this stuff. Like, he understands all this works. Connie says, hello, Angela. Let's see if I see it on this one. Okay, yeah, I do. So anyway, if I end up missing you on another group, I apologize. I'm not quite good with that. Well, anyway, so let's go ahead and dig into this. So I thought it would be really good. Last year I brought in the first year I did a live every Friday, and that was a lot of fun. And we did a giveaway and we asked questions, had Q&A. This was a great way to talk about that week's videos. I didn't do it last year, but I brought the fun fact in. And this year I thought I liked both of them, so I'm bringing both. You're on StreamYard or what streaming service? Belt Loop. Yes, I'm on StreamYard. But I have the paid version where I can stream to 3. Any streaming service typically shows all of the chats from different sources if it's on chat, but if you're the one source, it won't show what it is on the other channels. Yeah, so I know, like, if you're on Rumble, you can't see what YouTube commenters say, and YouTube commenters can't say what Rumble is, but I think I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah, because it'll pop up to me what it is, and it looks like you are all on YouTube today. Yeah, because I have one Facebook comment that popped up. Okay. So anyway, I just kind of want to throw that out there, because sometimes when you get chat coming from all these different ways, people get confused when I answer questions. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. And I also wanted to say that I'm solely responsible for all this. StreamYard, YouTube is not. I'm the organizer of everything. Harvest Right is donating the freeze dryer, et cetera, with all the other donations are solely according to that company. So I always have to throw that one out there too. Yes, that is correct. Okay. Yes. Yes, for sure. Okay. So on my Fun Fact Friday this week, I said, I kind of looked to see what the top 5 questions were. And this was the top number 1 question. What is freeze drying and how does it work? Freeze drying is a preservation process that removes water from food or other materials. Because, if you didn't know, you can actually freeze dry, like, say, flowers. And then what it does is reducing the surrounding pressure to allow the ice to sublimate. If you don't know what that means, basically what happens is in your trays, let's see if I can get it in view. In your trays, you put in your food, and then as it cools down and freezes, then everything freezes and crystallizes. I'm going to try to make it in the best terms I can. And then as the freeze dryer warms back up to start drying it, all that moisture gets sucked to the outside of this barrel that is there. And so it will then ice up on the inside of your machine. So drawing out all of the moisture out of your food or other item that you have in there, basically. Surrounding pressure to allow the ice to sublimate, turning directly into vapor without passing through the liquid phase. This process helps maintain the food's structure, flavor, nutrients while making it lightweight and shelf stable for long-term storage. So basically what that is saying is you don't get like your freezer burn from it. But I will tell you, if you put something in there that was already freezer burned, you will have that freezer burn flavor when you put it in there. So, let's see, I'll stop sharing that. So I hope that that fact was a little helpful. I hope I explained it slightly bit more. And those of you who are in the chat, please ask me more questions and I will do my best to answer them. Let's see. Hey, sugar runs are important. And I'm glad that you, Robin, are excited to learn more about freeze drying. Okay, so this is a really excellent question. Thank you so much for bringing that one up. So no matter what you do, you're going to lose nutrients in your food every single day. So even if you like leave your fruit on the vine, you will start losing nutrients as it ages, or your banana on the counter and such. So what we want to do is we want to stop those enzymes from breaking down further, right? And so many of us know about canning and dehydrating. Some of us even might know about fermenting. And of course, we know about freezing. And each one of those techniques are a great way to preserve your food. But some preserve more nutrients than others do. For example, when you freeze foods, you aren't always having to heat them up. You do want to many times blanch fruits and vegetables to it will help preserve them longer. But when you can it, it's more than just blanching. You see what I'm saying? So if you freeze something and then you're only blanching. But if you blanch and then you can it and process it on top of it, you're heating it even more and you're losing even more. So the thing about freeze drying is you can take something when it is at peak freshness or peak desired taste and texture. Like, for example, bananas again. My sister likes her bananas a little on the green side. I like them very yellow, and I don't mind a little speckles of brown on the skins of my bananas. So she and I like totally different products. She can take her greener bananas, and I can take my more yellow bananas, and we can preserve them in that spot where we like them. And that's what's so great about freeze drying, because that's what happens. Let's see. So if you have any more about the nutrient, okay, so let's reverse this back. So I had an entire video last year, all about explaining this a little bit further. And so you can go watch that. I think it was like the first video last year on that, Freeze Dry February collaboration. But you're going to say this freeze drying keeps the most nutrients of any preservation method out there. I hope that is explaining things. Okay. No, I have never freeze-dried flowers, but I have friends who have, and they've had great success with it, and it's been really neat. And you can really, decorate and do some really fun things with them. The closest thing to, I guess, the closest flower I have done was an edible flower, chamomile. So I have freeze-dried chamomile for teas. So I like to, but it's probably more of an herb, but it had petals. Oh, well, nobody's late. You're with my sister. Yeah. I that's the neatest thing about freeze drying, because when it's almost too bad, like almost too far gone, some of that fruit, like strawberries, if you've ever had a fresh strawberry from the garden and it's soft and squishy, that is when it tastes the best, because it has those enzymes that we were talking about have started breaking down, and those sugars really start coming out, and that's when your fruit tastes the best and the sweetest. So those sweet, mushy strawberries, you couldn't can those. You need to can your strawberries if you're going to make, say, strawberry pie filling. You'll need to can them when they just turn pinkish red, so they're nice and firm, so they don't become complete mush or sauce. But you freeze dry them, you can get that flavor that you want and preserve it like that. Mm-hmm. So we've got greenies and we've got yellowies. I mean, I will eat them a little green, but there's something about that little green that is a little bitter, maybe. I think, to me. I don't know. Anyway, but that's another thing I really like about the freeze dryer. Let's see. So if we don't have any other immediate questions, I don't want this to go on too terrible long. I mean, an hour max is where I'm at on this each week. So if you don't get your question answered this week, write it down. You can email me at the Inquisitive Farmwife at gmail.com with any questions you have, so that I can be more prepared next week to be able to do more of a Q&A. Or if I get enough questions come in, I could actually make like a short video about it or something. But anyway, or like if you're maybe not in the live right now and you're watching later, please go ahead and leave in the comment section below any questions. That might even be better than an email, honestly. So let me know if there's things that I can try to help you with, because if I don't have the answer, then I would know how to find the resource of how we can get that answer. But I do want to go ahead and now talk a little bit about the videos. We've only had 2 videos. Well, I guess we've got 3 videos in the playlist. So let's go ahead and where's my share screen button? My thing is not working right today. Well, we'll try. Just give a brief moment here with me. There we go. Here we are. Okay. So if you want to know how to find all these videos on they used to call it the community tab. And I've noticed somebody asked me, what's the community tab? And I said, oh, well, that is where you go to find like announcements and stuff that people have. Well, YouTube has changed that just very, very recently. So now instead of doing community tab, I say post. And so I think this is that new thing that they're trying. It's kind of like your Facebook feed and your Instagram feed, I think, is kind of what the concept is with that. But anyway, you'll go to that and you'll go to my page and find it, and you'll scroll, and that's where you'll find your Fun Friday Facts, and you'll but then if you go over, you'll see a little tab that says playlist. And if you tap playlist, you'll have all my playlists in there. It'll be my canning, whatever. And then if you go to Freeze Dry February 2025, then it'll look just like this. And you'll see the 3 different videos. And eventually I should have this one at the top. But Michelle at 3, you have community tab on a few of your channels and others that says post. Oh, well, maybe it's something that the creators, I think we can get invited to be a part of this new thing they're doing. So maybe for those people, I don't know. Very interesting. So Belt Loop is in the loop to knowing what's going on. So you're a great resource for that. Thank you. Anyway, either way. So, well, back to today's video. Yes, there are 29. Oh, thank you, Killer Smurf. This is where I need to stay focused. This is what I want to talk about now. Checked out the first video about the dried citrus and the natural homemade cleaner. I didn't catch how the freeze dryer was used though. Will the upcoming videos explain how to use it? Okay, excellent question. So that video today was Michelle at Big Valley Living. JJ's in here, I think, still modding. Anyway, so yes, some of the videos will be like that, where they may show you products that they've used, because not every single person actually has a freeze dryer. Not every person has a freeze dryer in their home. So I've had some channels where they share freeze dryers with in-laws or parents or cousins or whatever. And so they don't always have it. And so they may not show in detail 100% every single video. However, there will be other videos where that's all they do. It's their business. So they very well may show you everything step by step. And then there'll be some people who might show you bits and pieces of the freeze dryer. So if you want to see part of that, I actually put out a video today myself. And let's see, take the mouse and circle it right here. If you go to the playlist, that one, I'm not on the schedule. I'm just going to randomly post videos, and I actually do show what the freeze dryer looks like in that video. So if you're curious about it, you can check that one out too. Michelle talked about in the video that they had moved their freeze dryer. I really, really liked the story. So I'm going to back up and we're going to go back to Michelle's video in just a second. I got to take a sip. And if I didn't mention it, did I mention it that not everyone owns a freeze dryer too? Because I wanted to make this collaboration also relatable to everyone, because not everyone can afford, or maybe you have to plan for a freeze dryer like I did. It took me about 2 years worth of saving from selling stuff at Farmers Market to be able to buy my freeze dryer, because it was not gifted to me. I purchased it outright. And so I understand that, but being informed with the knowledge is important too. But there's also people who just enjoy freeze dried things. And so I've got, I think once a week, a collaborator who does not have a freeze dryer, but either purchases freeze dried foods or whatever. So I want to make sure I said that too. Okay, cool. Absolutely. Then you can get a feel for whether or not it's something you'll enjoy. I did that too. I bought a few, I think I did like fruits and stuff. And I already had a dehydrator, pardon me, but I knew that I didn't like eggs and milk in my dehydrator. And so it wasn't worth my efforts. And that was the big reason to get a freeze dryer, was for those things that I couldn't do in my dehydrator. JJ says he is here. If there's anything at any point, you've got the little wrench, JJ. So make sure that you say anything, or if you want to put a link to your video or any of that stuff, please make sure you do that. Yeah, the fruits are delicious, and they're really good to bake with and stuff too. It's kind of like before I bought my first cow, I went to a friend's house and I learned to milk a cow. So that might be something would be fun too. If you know someone who has a freeze dryer too, just ask them. I've had people do that to me too, where they said, I really want to buy a freeze dryer. I want to see what it looks like. And now you can go to like Home Depot and some of those places and actually look at freeze dryers to get an idea of what size they are and things like that. So I've never thought about freeze-dried milk and eggs. I've wanted one for a while, but I haven't started saving it, so it'll probably be a while for you. That's okay, and they've got a great layaway plan too if you think you're getting close. And they're always having sales. By the way, I want to mention that at the very top, I think I posted a link to Harvest Right, and they're having some great sales right now. But if you use coupon code LOVE100, follow my link, and use that special code, and you can save an extra $100, not a dollar, $100 on top of their sale prices. So that's new. That's super new. They've never done that before. I'm super excited. So back to Big Valley Living's video. I'd like to talk a little bit more about the things that I saw in their video that I really liked. One, I really liked that she's told the story of why they bought their freeze dryer, because each one of us asks, or each one of us has a different reason. I'm going to put this up here just so that I don't forget it. I'm going to come back to it, okay? But I'm going to lose my focus again if I don't. Everyone has a different reason why they buy a freeze dryer. Some people buy it because they are preppers and they want to have food storage for 25 years prepared while they're young and do it before they get old. Some people are camping people, they like to go hiking and things. And so they need lighter food to carry with them. Some people do it for health reasons, like Michelle did. And some people do it for money. They sell candy and different things. So everyone has their reason why. And I love that she shared that with us. And then I loved how she actually we didn't get to see the process of her actually zesting. She showed us how to zest, but was it 72 or 79 lemons? Can you imagine how long that took? I just can't. But I love the fact that she went through the effort of growing her lemons organically. And when you work that hard to do that, if you've ever had a garden, if you've ever had animals, if you've ever done any of those things yourself, you want to use every tiny part of it. And so she took and she cubed the rind and she kept that so that you could use it for aromatics and things. She had the zest that you could use for cooking. She had the zest that you could use for cleaners. And then that lemon juice can be freeze dried. You could juice those lemons and freeze dry those also and have like a concentrate to put in to waters and teas and things. I absolutely loved how she was using every tiny bit of that and was showing you and giving you examples of the versatility of different things that you could do. And then I loved the part also that I really enjoyed was the fact that they brought the freeze dryer home and they had a place for it and they realized this isn't going to work. But they didn't just sell their freeze dryer. Some people will be like, oh, this isn't for me, and then they'll sell it. No, they moved it to another place. And then they were like, well, this is nice. This is handy, but I don't think it's quite right yet. It's kind of like the three bears, Mama Bear's bed, Papa Bear's bed. And finally, Tilly was Goldilocks for me in this story in the three bears. And so the bedroom wasn't right. The living room wasn't quite right. And so now Goldilocks, the Tilly Goldilocks is settled into her little apartment in their, did she call it an outbuilding or something? But anyway, it's a climate controlled room that they have it in, and it was just right. So now the permanent home. So I really liked that personal story on how you don't have to know exactly what you're going to do with it and where you're going to put it when you get it. Just that you're using it, that you find it and you put it in a place that you're using it. So I really like that part about the video too. Okay, let me hop onto the question here. Can I ask the difference between your power bill when you get your freeze dryer? Was it a big jump and should I be scared? Okay, so my husband honestly and I have talked about this and no, I did not see a huge difference. So I hardly ever use my dehydrator anymore. I'll be upfront and honest. I use it mostly for making beef jerky because most everything else I prefer beef jerky and fruit roll-ups and just a few grapes, just a few random things that I really like dehydrated. And most of the time I'm just using my freeze dryer instead. And I had a big, like those big Cabela's, they don't even sell that particular one anymore. It's a huge one. And we don't use any more electricity with our freeze dryer than we did with that big old dehydrator, to be honest. So it was minimal. There will be a difference, but it was minimal. And it depends on how often you use it. Are you using it every single day or are you using it once a month? It's going to make a huge difference. Let's see if I can hop back up there. Okay, you posted a link, but it doesn't work. I just tried it. Okay, I must have posted it wrong. If I get a minute, let's see. I will at the end here soon, I will get that link. I think I can pull it off of a different place. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it right now. You guys are doing a really good job chatting. If I go into my email, nope. Let's see if I can find it a different way. I hate to waste all my time getting the link. Sorry. I thought I had that taken care of. Customization. Okay, I'm going to come back to that. I don't want to waste a bunch of time trying to find that link. I tell you what, if you go in the bottom of any of my videos, you will find the link there, especially like for example, if you go to today's video with the Valentine candy, if you read in the description box, the show notes, there will be that link there. That's what I had copied and pasted, and it should be live there. It's probably the way I copied it. Really good idea to talk with folks that have one, see if it's for you. Yes. Yes, JJ. You are so right. And that's what I like that too. That's actually something that kind of I learned a little later, was how much more nutrition you keep in things. And that's what I loved about how she expressed how the food that you've dehydrated for your puppies, that it's actually human grade food too. And so in an emergency situation, you have food for you and for them. And it's just as nutritious. Yes, I'm going to warn you though, by buying a secondhand or a used freeze dryer. It is a very expensive piece of equipment, and you really need to know why they're getting rid of it, because when they have problems, they can be expensive problems depending on what it is. Now, I've had several problems with mine, and they've been able to be fixed very easily. Well, I guess I should say fairly easily and pretty cheap. So if it's something like what I've had, where it was reading a code error, and I was able to research it. My husband is amazing at that kind of stuff. And you might have seen at I think it was this latest video where I showed the new valve we put on, and, upgraded our, the technology stuff. And that makes a huge difference. I know JJ could probably tell you about when they first got their freeze dryer, they actually had an issue and they just had to do an update, if I remember correctly. And so that fixed everything for them. But if you've had someone who didn't take care of their equipment and they blew the motherboard, that's going to be like, when you buy a dishwasher, and sometimes it's cheaper just to buy a new dishwasher. So be cautious with that, is all I'm saying. Let's see. You had, if you guys watched the video, an abundance. It was beautiful. I'm going to stop sharing that screen. It was beautiful, all those lemons that you had on your trees. Okay, there you go. They put it in their shop, is what she had said. Yeah, they did a great job. Oh, here we go. Hey, welcome in. So good to see you. I just have a very few minutes to pop in. I'm very excited to join Freeze Dry February for the first time this year. So I try to get all different kinds of people when I get the lineup of creators. And Lynn over here at Bucket List Homestead just got her freeze dryer, like just got it. So you're going to get to see the experienced people who've had them for, a decade. And then you're going to have a few people like Lynn who've had it like a month. So I'm really excited. So you're going to get to see the view from multiple ways. Amazon link worked. Okay. I must have sometimes when you copy and paste those things, I accidentally delete off a letter or something. So Gail, check out my description box and see if you can get it there. Awesome, JJ. Thank you so much. Now, also, you need to remember where you're at. They are in California and I'm in Kansas. Guys, we're going to go for a quick little walk. I apologize, but the dog has to potty and the farmer's not here. So that gets to be my job. So we're going to walk over here, see if I can't walk and talk at the same time. But $2 to $3 for a freeze drying session. And that sounds about right for us. I think ours is just a slightly bit, go on out, Peppers, a slightly bit less than that. I feel like it was under $2, but I could be wrong. I mean, y'all, everything's going up. Someone had made the comment to me earlier that every time they go look at freeze dryers over the last few years that they've just gone up. And well, I mean, everything goes up. The parts to make the freeze dryers go up. Yes, I did. Yeah. So I'm just kind of catching up. JJ talked about his issues and the software, and you had no issues with them talking you through it, right? Like you didn't get put off for months on end in these scary stories. Ooh, she's drying lemon juice for lemonade this summer. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick tip, Lynn. If you haven't already done it, there are some tricks to things like juices and juice concentrates. You want to dilute them because if there's too much sugar in it, even natural sugars, it will explode. It's not fun to clean. And so diluting things is better, and to spread it out into multiple sessions if you have to, like if you have a massive amount, than to have that mess. So that's a little trick. Oh yeah, for sure. Check out the video. So mine was actually just a bonus video. The schedule is today was the one about the lemon zest. And then tomorrow we've got Darcy at the Purposeful Pantry, I believe is who's tomorrow. Hey, welcome in. Hope you stick around. Absolutely. And yes, the comment before, the layaway plan is really nice to have. Oh, Bonnie, awesome. You've had your freeze dryer for 3 months. Definitely still in the learning stage. The Grands love fruit and candy. Looking forward to the summer's produce. No difference in power bill. Okay. See, there it's in the chat. I'm so glad that you didn't think there was much of a difference either. Okay. So I can't say for sure, JJ, on the rule of thumb to dilute your citrus juice, but I would err on the caution of a 1-to-3 ratio. I mean, even half and half. So I've experimented with different things, and some things they'll even say like really, really sweet things. Like the juice, I think you would be fine at a 1-to-3 or half and half. But some they'll even say 1-to-4 or 1-to-5. But like I said, that's going to be like a syrup. Like, people will go to the store and buy the juice concentrate. That's going to be different than a freshly squeezed lemon like you guys get privy to. Oh yeah, I think the juice would be awesome. And you may be completely fine with doing it without diluting it. I'm on some different groups. If you guys don't know about that, there's all kinds of groups out there on Facebook and different socials where people share stories and experiences. And I've had a couple of explosions and they're not fun. They're just not fun, but they do clean up fairly easy. That is awesome, Jackie. Awesome. Well, we've been in here about 45 minutes. Let me go and check and see if there's anything else I felt like I really needed to discuss. Let's see if I can't find you that link. Okay, here we go. I think I found the area. All right. We'll try this and see if this works. If someone wants to test this one out for me, let me know if it works. It's not coming up like blue or anything on my end, so I don't know, but that is the link to Harvest Right. And if you're wanting the link to enter for the free giveaway for this collaboration, you can go to any video that comes out and the link will be there. But this link, it did work for you. Yay. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate that. So I got that one. Okay, perfect. Okay, yay. So that's the link that you can go in and check out Harvest Right and see about the free starters. I feel like I skipped over a question where someone maybe asked me about something else electrical. So maybe not, maybe it was just the electrical bill, but I want to put this out there also that the small and the medium run on a 110. The large and above, you'll have to have like 220 outlets. So I feel like maybe someone asked me that and maybe not. I'm not sure. Yes. Thanks for popping in. All right, let's see. I know I've got just about 10 more minutes here and we've got something very special yet, but I want to make sure I don't miss any other topics. Okay, we talked about okay, we did everything. Yay. Okay. So now it's fun. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me answer a couple questions and then don't leave, guys. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to leave. I feel like there's going to be ice cream in there somewhere. Almost every year someone does ice cream. My very first year, I believe someone made homemade ice cream and did it. And Lynn, I don't know. Go into the Google document and check. And you as a collaborator have privy to people saying what they've made. I've tried to update anyone who wasn't able to get in there, but I feel like not plain ice cream, but there's an ice cream based something. And if you're interested, Lynn, I have, or anyone else, guys, a lot of us will have playlists, but I do have a playlist. Mine will be, I think mine is still combined with freeze drying and dehydrating, just because I don't have a ton of dehydrating, but I probably should separate those two. But I do have a freeze drying playlist, and I'm pretty sure I have one with milk in there. I'm pretty sure. Thank you for explaining that, JJ. My son's an electrician and I still don't know these things. I just say, hey, I really want to get this and I want to do that. How do we make it happen? He's actually working on putting in another plug-in in the preservation station downstairs for another project. Oh. You're right. You're right. And it's not Tuliloo. It is tomorrow is the Purposeful Pantry. And yes. So y'all can be looking for something sweet again tomorrow. For science, of course. Buddy Luke is my taste tester, and I haven't had him up for a little bit. And I actually just yesterday tried something new, and I didn't video it. I really should have, because my son walked by and I said, "It's exploding. This is not good." Thankfully, I had put the parchment sheet on top. And that was one of the questions I got from today's video was, why'd you put the parchment on there? I have a freeze dryer. I've never done that. Because if you've ever had an explosion, you'll know having that parchment paper makes for easier cleanup. Okay, exciting news, guys. Really, seriously, we have less than 10 minutes. So I want to get to this. I think it's under media. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. This is it. So my good friends over at Big Valley Living are amazing people. And they have started a new, JJ, help me out here. Is it a slogan? Is it a campaign? Is it a saying? What are you categorizing this in? Please help me out with this. But this is their newest merch that they have going on. And you can, JJ, if you're still here, please put a link to your merch store. So if anyone's interested in any of this, that they can get their hands on it for themselves, please. I think they have t-shirts, possibly an apron. There's some stickers, possibly some mouse pad, maybe. I don't remember what all you have for sale, but just providing hope. I love that. And I wish that I could have maybe stole you to explain it better, but please type it out there if I'm not being eloquent with my words on this. Oh, yay! Tara has the apron edition. Oh, an addiction. Okay, I do too. I have a problem. I have a real problem. And I do not have the Imagine apron yet. So I got to get on the ball with that. But anyway, this is the new logo that they're using on their channel right now. Okay, good. He's going to try to get us the link. I'm going to try to go back and take this off so that we can see each other. Anyway, so she couldn't be here today. And so we came up with the idea. I would like to try to do a giveaway each week. And although I do have some lemon heads, I did think about giving away, since she did lemons. We did talk and we thought some of the Imagine merch might be fun. And so, she is thinking, imagine a world with, kindness and just beautiful people all around. And she is a beautiful people. She and JJ are amazing. But we thought this morning, imagine all the things that you could do with your freeze dryer. So we thought that might be fun. And she said we could give away a surprise, Imagine, a small gift for you. So you won't know what it is until it arrives, because you need to imagine. So anyway, I would like to go ahead and let's see. We're just going to give it away from the people in the chat, because there's a bunch of lovely people here and you've been extra great, and you deserve to get to be the ones that I choose from, rather than from a video or something. So let's go ahead and use #Imagine. So this giveaway today is not for the videos. It is for those of you that are here today. So go ahead and put in #Imagine if you would like to win some merch, a surprise, just a little small gift. I told you didn't want to leave. You got to stay till the end of these things. And we'll give it here a minute or two. So if you have any last minute ideas or suggestions or anything like that, because you don't know what videos I might be doing. I am currently working on one today, and I'm super excited about it. I'm getting ready to go start my freeze dryer and get that going. Okay, Alfonso, you spelled imagine wrong. You might want to put that one in again. Oh, you got it. Good job. It doesn't matter if it's all caps or lowercase or anything, but I would love to have some nuggets. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for being here. Please, in the comment section below, make sure that you say things that you would like to learn more about, things that you don't understand and you need to know more about. Videos you would like to see, like someone said, I would love to see dairy stuff. So, let me know that. If there's, you're really curious about a certain company or something, I'll do my best. I would just like to know what you guys want to see. Awesome, Carol. Awesome. Oh my gosh, JJ, get that off there. You went to time out. Time out. No. This is why we have mods. That's a first. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that, friends. That was not me, I promise. Ditto on the dairy. Yay. Secrets. I am working on that right now. I have a dairy thing I'm working on right now. So I won't tell you what it is because I'm not sure what'll happen. But it is a dairy product, and I think you guys will be excited because I have been seeing this for a while. And I try to kind of, see what the trends of things are so you guys can see that too. You didn't miss anything. Yeah, that was crazy. I should not have put it up on the screen because it was, inappropriate. Okay. All right. Well, I got to it fairly fast and JJ was busy doing something. I usually have a handful of moderators, but it was just, it was a crazy moment. And sometimes those things, it was my bad. It was my mistake for having popped it up there. I should have just read it before I brought it up. That's my mistake. So nothing against any moderators I do or don't have here today. All right, let's answer these few questions and then we're going to give this away because we are 2 minutes away. Don't have a freeze dryer. I would love one, but I'd have to win one to get it. You never know. I have one of my people that are on the freeze dryer February that actually had one gifted to her. She didn't win it. She had a family member gift it to her. And so, you just never know what's around the corner. And someone did mention looking for used ones on Marketplace because there are people who back in the times said, I'm going to make big money selling candy. And then they realized that it's kind of a saturated market. And so unless you really, put in the effort, it wasn't going to work out. And so they, ding, ding, ding. Oops, sorry. They sell them and they're still perfectly good and they're fine. So I'm not saying don't buy a used one. I'm just saying be cautious when you do. And hey, you have no idea. I won mine in your first Grammy. Do what now? Okay, what did you say earlier? Am I hiding comments that I'm not supposed to be hiding? Oh, I'm missing comments. She did a gallon of cheese, turned out nice. Okay, Grammy's Kitchen. Yes, my very first freeze dry February, I got to give away a freeze dryer and she won it. Yes, absolutely. And she's saying she could not have afforded it on her own had she not won it. I get it now. I get it now. And I love that you're here and you're coming back year after year, and that you are enjoying it. And yes, Carol did gift her prize that she won to you because she didn't think she was going to get a freeze dryer. And she now, if I remember right, is in ready for that, right? Right. I don't want to say anything I shouldn't say out of context. Oh, yes. Awesome. On layaway. Very exciting. Very exciting. All right. Hey, Higgy Homestead made it just in time to get on, and let's go ahead and draw the winner for tonight. We've got 29 entries. Who's it going to be? And Penny! Congratulations. All right, Penny. If you want to, JJ, since you're in here, tell me, would you like them to email you directly at Big Valley Living, or would you like them to email me and then I get you their information? I'm trying to remember. I think it's bigvalleyliving@gmail.com. Let me just look real quick. And of course, I'm looking in my wrong one. Is JJ, are you still in here? Yes, it's big. Let me type it in. LAV. Oops. Okay, I'm going to have you go ahead and email them directly, Penny, and just say, I am Penny. You know, we've got this on the screen, so they'll be able to double check if anybody tries to say I am somebody I'm not. And email them at bigvalleyliving@gmail.com and tell them that you won the surprise Imagine. Aw, I'm so glad that you are excited. And anyone else who wants to share a little love with Michelle and JJ, make sure you go out and check their channel out. Go check out all their videos, especially, of course, today's Freeze Drive February. But okay, perfect. JJ got on there. You will need to send them your mailing address, but make sure you tell them where you won from and all that stuff. And anyone who else wants to send hugs and love to Michelle while she's feeling under the weather today, I'm sure a sweet email or a nice comment on a video now or in the future would be much appreciated. Guys, I've had a great, great, great time tonight. I will see you next week. I do not know what time yet. It will depend on what guest panel I have up, but you can look forward to a Saturday sit and chat. And don't forget on Fridays on my community tab that you will find a Fun Fact Friday tidbit that we will discuss. And until then, make sure you leave me comments on questions you might have. Bye for now, friends. We'll see you next time.